Well, good morning everyone. Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. 15th of October, so time for the mid-monthly update. It is dark-ish because I'm trying to get this video done before I head off to work. So yeah, I'll head down and we'll start from the beginning. So as always, we start down at this corner. Still got a few of these butternuts left going, basically just trying to get them to ripen up. There's a couple more out here. Whether that one will ripen, I do not know, but for the time being, and whilst it's been mulled again, I've left these. The moles are back in force, really are creating an absolute mess down here. This is where the dwarf Jerusalem artichoke are, or were. They're still down there somewhere. You can see that the whole plant has shifted. It really needs pulling out and redoing, but that's the artichoke. So they've died back, but they need lifting and this whole bed needs refilling again. That is the normal Jerusalem artichoke, so they've all had to be cut back and just to try and stabilise them, stop the wind pulling them over quite so much. Right, back to this bed. So within the bed really is just the dahlias now. So got Germander still doing its thing. This one here is seed that's been saved, trying to from time to time give them a squeeze to try and get any moisture out to stop them rotting, as I've lost some of the seed up the top. Got a kiwi there, Jasundi Hercules, so they're still looking decent, still giving a bit of cut flower for the home. Leeks, so leeks are looking good on the whole, other than the Bulgarian giants, which they're the ones that got squashed, or really squashed, by the tomatoes. But they don't seem to have recovered quite so quickly as these ones, which also got squashed. But look at the size of that. You know, it's going to be a really good one. Labels here somewhere. Not sure where, but it is here somewhere, so I'll be able to tell you at some point. So down this side, again, it's needing some work to it. I think this is going to be where I spend a bit of time this autumn. My thought is to lift it all, redress it, and then replant it. But I mean, these are still looking pretty good. But kill, burn, glow. Couple of celeriacs planted there. The marigold or calendula is looking really good. Still got a few tomatoes that have left to ripen. You can see that actually is quite a few have split, but we've been trying to pick as many tomatoes as possible just to preserve them, turn them into sauce, passata, whatever. So it's looking nice. Got a mental block as to what it is. Pak choy, yeah, pak choy is looking good. We've had loads of the beetroot, but still got a load of beetroot to eat amongst there. So they're still the older batch. I mean, look at those tomatoes, look lovely. So onto this bed. So obviously the potatoes came out a while ago. The dahlia seedlings have all come out, other than this one, because I'm going to hang on to this and propagate it, see whether it comes true-ish next year. Then the green Utah celery looking really good. Spring onions not started on. Carrots, more beetroot. Self-launching celery, we've had some of that. All the kohlrabis have gone, just leaving the perennial kale there. The backside of here got some juvenile fennel plants that, to be honest, I planted them there as somewhere to get them planted, but they will end up getting lifted and moved because, well, they're going to end up more in the perennial section. You'll notice also that all the carrots have now gone. So within this bed is where the old fennel is. It's all been cut back and it's all reflowering again. So this is what's basically just providing the nectar for the bees, butterflies, whatever, that's going to be late on into the season. And this will come out come the end of the year. Look at the colour on this. So this is Westertonella Grace, looking absolutely stunning. The only thing I don't like about it is this mottled foliage, but the plant itself looks really good. These are my mooly radish, which I've never grown before, but you can see they're starting to do their thing. Now, the mooly radish are Japanese radish, grown in the autumn time. They like the cooler weather, and they extend themselves out of the soil and can get about a foot or so in size. So I'm interested to see how they do. These celeriac that aren't looking particularly happy, that's because I lifted them last week. So they were over in the pumpkin bed, but I needed the bed, so they've been lifted. We'll see whether they carry on growing, doing their thing. Rhubarb's going into dormancy, so it is starting to die back. That kind of stays as is, as does the blackcurrant bush. Yeah, some Pam Howden even, looking nice. Got a few of the other bits, like yeah, just kind of coming on. Foxgloves that have never flowered as yet. The echiums. The salvia hot lips is starting to bulk up now, which is quite good. So within this bed, still got the Welsh onions. They need to be lifted. Still got the last rogue batch of leeks to lift. Within here is the celeriac, the tomato that came out last week as well, hence the reason there's a bit of a gap in the middle, but you can kind of see the root formation showing on the celeriac. Parsnips there, pulled out all the tomatillos, so they've all gone, which leaves us with these celery, which again you can just see there's big old clumps of celery. I finally moved the horseradish plants to there, and they look really sorry for themselves. The reason they look so sorry is because they'd rooted down into there, and I don't know if you're aware or not, but horseradish, it's the root that you eat, and they are very vigorous. And so what had happened is the root had gone down through the pot, anchored into the soil, and that's why they were looking so lush. But the root is where they also get propagated from. So leave any root in the ground and it's going to keep popping up. So I fully expect a couple of leaves to reshoot next year, but we shall see. Compost bin looking nice and full. Carrot still alive, doing its thing. Hopefully will give me some seed for next year. Just thought I'd show you a few bits in here. So squash is still in here, very much so, and these are pretty much all the butternut squash. Quite a few have gone home already, and then the random sized ones also. Dahlias, still loads of colour within here, so these light and softer gleam. This one, which looks very similar but of more tangerine, is Rycroft Jill. Then Barbary Surprise, Kiwi Gloria we've already seen before, Germander we've seen down the bottom, but lovely flower. That's Mary's Germander. You got Tracy Diane. Winome Diane and Cornell. So yeah, still a good amount of colour amongst those. Still good for cut flower in the house. Change here, so the tomatoes have come out. They were showing blight, so they've now come out, had absolutely stack loads of fruits from there. And I've planted down the front 2 corners some shallots, so shallot germal. Let's get this open. And started picking some of the sweet peppers. I mean, look at the size of those. So that's what I've been picking, some of the bull's horn type, but they're all falling over. Really need to get on in there and pull a load, absolutely loads of chilies, and the carrots are starting to make some size on the necks. So within this bed here, looks basically just like compost. So I've got elephant garlic within here. You can see some of the grass is starting to re-sprout from the manure below. Then the Egyptian walking onions there as a block of perennial. Then within here is all the hardneck garlics, of which you can see quite a few are starting to sprout. This bed here still remains pretty much as is, so plenty of chard looking good, perpetual spinach looking good, well, a load of tomato, some looking good, some not looking good, but you can see that something's obviously been going on these. But this is, although it's not a great one, but you can see the size of that. That's San Marzano, which is the one that's amazing for passata, but that'll be no use. Then within this bed here, I've planted my 2 varieties of onions for the year, so Autumn Champion and Sensu Yellow, so 100 of each, which terminates just there. I'm going to sow some onion seed, and that will end up filling that little void there. Then this one, this is our work dahlia, so Abercorn Sunrise. So those ones are looking good. They make up some tuber. I've got one in the bed up there in the middle, but that's cut back just because it was looking too messy. Talking of messy, and this needs a bloody good weed, because at the moment you can't work out which is meant to be seeded and which isn't. So spring onions down there and there. There's the Cavolo Neros, leeks, some shallot jamor there, Romanesco cauliflowers, more leeks, peppermint chard, more leeks, Offman cabbage interplanted with beetroot, and then some more celery for a late thing. Leeks there, and then I've got 2 varieties of shallot there, so jamor and griselle are planted there. And we can finish on dahlia Jack's Black, looking absolutely stunning and of a good size. Well, that's a better size. So that's it. Got 14 minutes worth of roundup done, which actually there's probably more up here than I thought there was going to be fair. So that's it, mid-monthly video done. If you've got any questions, please send those questions to me and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos that I do. And I always say it, but it's so true, just enjoy yourself, have fun, and, well, make the most of this weather continuing as is. And now is also the time to start thinking about your autumn planting and planning and planting for next year. So, till next time, bye for now.